Avengers Endgame? Oh shit! So Avengers Endgame came out over the weekend, and it was decided, well shit, we gotta see this goddamn movie. It's like the movie event of the decade, you know? So the wife and I said, well shit, let's go see this film. Came out on Friday. We weren't gonna see it on Friday night. It's just insanity. I knew it was gonna be, and it probably was. So we said, fuck it, we'll go Saturday night. Sure enough, it was pandemonium on Saturday night too. Oh shit, we got there, 35 minutes before our movie? There was at least an hour and a half wait before we could get in. Oh hell, you got in the parking lot, it was jam-packed. Cops and security ushering people in. I should have taken a hint when I saw that all the streets were packed with cars. Not even the parking lot, the streets. So we circled once, and oh, the hell with that. So I said, okay, we'll try to catch a matinee the next day. So we went home and had some Mexican food. Next day, obviously matinee wasn't gonna happen. Okay, we'll go for the afternoon. We went for a 3:30 screening. We got there 45 minutes before the film. And even then, it was still a shit show. We managed to get in still 10 minutes before the movie started. You know, seating was hell. They had lineups. I look over on the side, I see a goddamn usher. He's just standing there and I see full of people. But I see them at theater 14. We're theater 15. So I said to the guy, what the hell is this? He says, oh, that's the lineup for Avengers. I said, oh, shit. He said, no, don't worry. It's not going to be that bad. Hey, okay. We get in. It's jam-packed. Had to go all the way to the front. Neck all cramped up and everything. So anyways, I'm going to get to the goddamn movie. Just give me a goddamn minute. So the movie starts. All right. You got your goddamn trailers and your previews. Okay, there weren't that many. There were maybe 3 of them. There was one for John Dick. There was another one for Dumbo, I think. Anyways, movie starts. It's great. Everything's good. Now let's get to the goddamn review. So it starts off and it's Hawkeye. We get his perspective. His family gets dusted. He's pissed. He has no idea what the fuck is going on. Then we move to space and we got Tony and Nebula fucking around in the fucking ship. He's dying. Next thing you know, Captain Marvel shows up. Kind of ruins it for everyone. Just out of nowhere, brings them home. They never had a little dialogue where she managed to get into the ship. Who the fuck are you? Oh, you're human. Oh, get us back to this place. This particular Avengers facility never happened. So anyways, they just, next scene, it's night, they're appearing. Boom. Okay. Then the next day, Tony's scared shitless. He's in his fucking, all sickly and fucked up. And he doesn't want to go along with anything. He's just like, I've had enough. You haven't seen the shit I've seen. You guys want to go do what you go do. Fuck it. Go do it. So they go and they find out where Thanos is because of Nebula. And they're like, oh yeah, okay. He's over there and he used the stones 2 days ago. So they go there and they bum rush his ass. And they fuck him up. Cut off his hand. And then they notice that the glove's all screwed up. So what the hell happened? You used it 2 days ago. Yeah, you used it to destroy the stones. Oh, well, shit. Thor loses his shit, cuts his head off. Jumps to 5 years later, and everyone's shit. Everyone's, not doing so well. Captain America is doing these seminars with these guys, and that's when you see Russo acting like a gay guy, and you see the creator of Infinity Stones and Thanos is there, but no one noticed that. You'd have to know that shit to notice that. And then finally Ant-Man manages to come out of the thing, but only because a goddamn rat out of, I guess, one of the 14 million scenarios, this is the one where the rat goes on the machine and steps on the right buttons, so he gets shot out of the machine and goes and sees the Avengers and says, well shit, I think we can do time travel. Why? Because I was in there for 5 years, but, no wait, he was in there for 5 hours, but only 5 years went by. So it's just some kind of temporal fuck-up thing. So they say, well, this is way out of our league because they're the brutes there. It was just Captain America and Black Widow. So fuck it, let's go see Hulk. Hulk is over there at a bistro having breakfast, and he's become somewhat of a celebrity at this point, taking selfies with some bitches and shit. And it's because he's managed to merge with the intellect of the Hulk. So now they're like Professor Hulk. So anyways, they say, can you help us with this thing? He says, it's kind of way out of my league too, but I'll give it a try. But he fucks it up because he can only manage to make people age, but he can't make the people go through time. Anyways, and then finally, Tony on his own, well, actually, they go see Tony. He said, can you help us with this thing? He says, no, I'm not fucking helping you with this thing. I got a daughter now. I'm not risking shit. I've lost too much. So they said, fuck it. Then later on, his wife and him, he's looking at a portrait of Spider-Man, and he's feeling like crap. He changes his mind. So he says, all right, I'll give it a shot. And the whole time he's like, oh, I'm going to give it a shot, but I don't think it's going to work. So, all right, it's not going to work. Finally, by luck of the draw, he manages to get it because, it's Tony and he can figure out everything. So he's like, shit, I managed to get it. So he speeds over to the Avengers, and he's like, I figured it out. All right. So they devise a plan to build a glove and to go get the stones in the past. So they all go get the stones in the past. They split up into 3 teams. One team, which consists of 4 of them, goes to 2012 to the original Avengers fight to get the Mind Stone, Time Stone, and Space Stone. They managed to get 2 of them, but they managed to fuck up on the Space Stone, and Loki gets away with it, creating another branched off universe with that. So they're like, well, we're screwed. No, we still got 1 pin particle left, and they go the 70s, and they go pick up an older version. And at the same time, they get more pin particles. And Tony gets a chance to have a reach around with his dad, because he never got to hug him. And yeah, that's that. The rest of the crew go to Vormir, and they go to Morak to get the Power Stone and the Soul Stone. And then they go back to the future, and they fix everything up with their glove and whatnot. But in all that, because they went to the past, the Nebula's cybertronic crap starts to interface with her past self. So then Thanos figures that shit out, and he goes, oh, well, shit, something's afoot. So he figures out that his future self, his destiny is to put the stones together and then die. So then he devises a plan to send the old one into the future to fuck everything up. So then, somehow, I don't know how the fuck she did this, but she managed to shrink down Thanos' ship and everyone, and then bring them into the future and spit them out. And then they come out, just so they could have their giant jamboree of every single character in the Marvel franchise having a duke it out and whatever. And that's pretty much it. It's a 40-minute free-for-all fight at the end, and I'm not going to spoil it more than that, because I think I already spoiled it more than it is. There are a few funny points, the mention of America's ass. Captain America's ass has the ass of America. And I particularly liked Raccoon making fun of Captain Marvel when in the middle of the movie, 5 years later down the line, they meet up for like a confab through electronic messages and holograms. And, Rocket's team gets the impression that she hasn't really done much. And he says, so, where have you been? What have you been doing? She's like, oh, I've been scouring this place and that, we're busy. He's like, what, did you get another haircut? Because she got a lesbo haircut. I really liked that. That was funny. Apart from that, that's, there's a few jokes here and there, but that's, pretty much the movie. It's 3 hours of ass-numbing, bladder-filling fucking movie experience. And just make sure that you don't drink fluids, because you're going to miss something going for a piddle. So that was my review of Avengers Endgame. It had to be seen. I really suggest you see it. Fucking hell, it already made over 1.2 billion in the weekend opening, so that's something. Money talks, right?